What's going on, everybody? Hello, sat sri akal, namaste, and all of the above. My name is Shawn Bhatt. I'm your local Fraser Valley real estate agent. And yesterday was an interesting day. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I had a very interesting day with a friend of mine. His name is Cav. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that he ended up interviewing me. And I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with the footage that I had at the time when the interview was taking place. Interview? You can call it whatever you want. It seemed like an interview. But anyways, I have the footage and I'm gonna roll this footage today. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It will show you who I am and what I do, and maybe answer a few questions of why I do what I do. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy it. Leave a comment down below. If this is your first time coming to my page, my channel, I don't know why I call it a page, my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that you know when I upload my next vlog, and you'll get a notification right away. Anyways, make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you like the video, and leave a comment below because I do read the comments.
One set up.
Here we go. We're safe.
Moving.
Shawn, Wednesday afternoon. Thanks for coming out. 2:15. We're hanging out at Company in Coquitlam, and we've been trying to make this happen for a while. Just take some time to figure out this whole video game, since you and I are both guys that people want to hear from.
I hope people want to hear what I have to say.
Yeah,
Most of the time, people don't want to hear what I have
What
to say.
percentage of what you put out there do you think is actually relevant? Do people actually give a shit about it?
Honestly, I've looked into that. I have numbers. I looked into it.
You have metrics for what people think about what you
Not
specifically
think
out there?
per se, but I know what section of my movies are watching and skipping through and
Right.
stopping at.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So they'll get the juice or the meat off the bone, basically, of
Right.
what I have to say, and then they'll stop my movie.
So when you put content out there, what is do you have any type of is there a motive behind it? Like, are you, every time that you're putting something up, are you looking to add value, or?
I think there's too much information out there, and the important information gets lost with all the fluff.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Tell me more.
So when you're watching the news, they're gonna give you, housing has gone up by 20%.
Okay.
And then they'll add the fluff. 15% of that's from Toronto,
Okay.
but it's not relevant to Vancouver.
Okay. So knowing that, then how do you deliver?
So the headline will read, market's gone up by, and these are just fictitious numbers.
Sure.
So market's gone up by 35%.
Yep.
Okay, so then they get suckered into reading further, click on the link or whatever.
Yeah.
And they'll read through the whole thing. It'll have information on Toronto, it'll have information on Calgary, it'll have information on Vancouver. It's not just what's happening here.
What's relevant here?
Yeah, what's relevant here.
Right.
So I take the meat of it, the important stuff,
Yep.
the stats
Yep.
that are relevant to, say, Vancouver or Lower Mainland or whatever it is.
Right.
And I deliver that.
Okay, cool. So you try to make your messages kind of, you extract your stats, your numbers, your
100%.
information, whatever it may be, from whatever source you find that from.
Yeah.
And then you will deliver it in a format that you believe serves your market.
That's correct.
Specifically.
That's correct.
Nice. And
Or if people have messaged me, which I do get messages, if people have messaged me and they're asking a common question,
Yep.
then I know, okay, people are looking for this particular information, and then I'll deliver on that information.
What kind of oh man, I yawned, I just had lunch. What kind of feedback do you get? So when you deliver something that is relevant to your viewers, and so if it's real estate related, which it typically would be in some way or another,
Yep.
how are you getting their approval? So let me preface that by saying, in my world, same thing. So I'll put out videos, and I'll put out kind of short stories, and there are many times where I'll get feedback and it's constructive and it's great. People say, hey, like I really resonated with that, and that really resonated with me, or that, that point that you made is really cool. What about the other times where you don't hear anything back? How is it that you sort of, if in any way, do you judge yourself or do you judge that content?
I've only ever had one video so far where nobody commented or sent me a message.
Okay.
But that was like just a random video. It wasn't very relevant to any particular topic. It was just an update type video where I was just like, oh, hey guys, busy, blah, blah, blah. You know, just kind of an update type video. I call them update videos.
Okay.
So I don't fall off the whole stream of, okay, where did Shawn go sort of deal.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, if I post something about mortgages or if I post something about how the market going up or crashing or whatever it may be, the topic may be,
Right.
I usually do get, I won't get much like public comment.
Yep.
Whereas, you know, anybody can read what they're writing.
Sure.
I mostly get either emails or personal messages, direct messages through Instagram or through my Facebook page. I'll get a direct message. And I don't know why. Maybe they feel shy. They don't want, you know, an argumentative type conversation to ensue on the page. I'm not entirely sure. I'm just speculating at that point.
Yeah.
But I do get private messages and like, hey, what are your thoughts on, you know, the interest rate going up, or what are your thoughts on, you know, this? You know, I was talking with my neighbors, cousins, whatever, and this is what they were saying. What do you think about this?
Right.
So it kind of on a personal level, which I actually like.
Yeah. Very cool. So yeah, I mean the engagement for you, I know because I've known you and I've gotten to know you that part of it is very important too. What value are you looking to deliver when, you know, on a set video?
So me doing these videos, me writing the vlog or the blogs or whatever it may be, I do it because I enjoy it. I do it because I had clients in the past ask me if there's an avenue that they could go for, you know, general information.
Okay.
That they could follow or read or watch. And I'm like, well, I don't know of any. That gives you the straight answer, you know?
Right.
So I started doing it.
Nice. What do you think it's done for your brand? Or has it done anything for your brand?
It's too early to tell. I think it's a little too early, but I have noticed like people, like other agents in my office enjoy it.
Okay.
There's a bunch of agents in my office that actually enjoy watching my video channel.
Okay. And what kind of feedback do you get from them?
Positive for the most part.
Okay.
When I go into my personal views, like, sometimes, I mean, personal, everybody's got their own opinion on everything, right? You can't.
Sure.
Sometimes they'll disagree with what I have to say, which is fine. I mean, you don't have to agree with everything that I say.
Right.
I may or may not be right, but I may or may not be wrong either.
Sure.
Personal views.
There. What do you? So in terms of that, I think. I mean, you had said that maybe it's too early. Maybe you don't know yet what it's done for your brand. What I also heard from you is that there are people that are telling you that they're enjoying what you're putting out there.
Yes.
And there are people that are now starting to, and correct me if I'm wrong if I understood this wrong, but they're looking at you in with some of your content as being a trusted voice for the real estate industry or for a local market.
I would guess so. I hope so.
Okay, cool. So how would that speak to your brand?
In a positive manner, I'm assuming. I mean, it looks good on my part. Shows that I have knowledge. Shows that I'm doing my due diligence and keeping up with local trends and local information.
Sure.
Current information, sorry.
Do you make people's lives easier? Does it help people? What do you think?
I would hope so. Right? I might be saving them a little bit of time by not having to sift through all the information that's out there. But I wouldn't want them to 100% rely on me because at the end of the day, I can make a mistake as well, right?
Sure.
I may read one thing. Before I do my end video or my end write up or whatever it is, I go through a couple other stories to make sure that my numbers match up. And because I'm a realtor, I have access to the board stats.
Your internal system.
Yeah, the internal system, so I can get the stats from there as well. So
Nice.
if they all match up, then I'm
Cool.
It's all good. It's all relevant.
So you put time and energy into ensuring that what it is that you're going to put out there when it comes to data is accurate.
Yeah, I have to. It's my personal name, right?
Nice. Yeah, there you go. Very cool. What's been different for you in the last? What's evolved in terms of real estate, in terms of your personal brand as of late?
Lots. Our previous conversations, you know, I went back to school,
Right.
so I got busy with that.
What are you doing again, Shawn?
I did my strata managers.
Yeah.
Finished that.
Okay.
And then that was about 2 years ago, I think it was. And then I started doing the managing broker licensing program.
Okay. So you're away.
One set up.
Here we go. We're taping.
Moving.
Shawn, Wednesday afternoon. Thanks for coming out. 2:15. We're hanging out at Company in Coquitlam, and we've been trying to make this happen for a while. Just taking some time to figure out this whole video game, since you and I are both guys that people want to hear from.
I hope people want to hear what I have to say.
Yeah,
Most of the time, people don't want to hear what I
What
have to say.
percentage of what you put out there do you think is actually relevant? People actually give a shit about.
Honestly, I've looked into that. I have numbers. I looked into it.
You have metrics for what people think about what you
Not
specifically putting out
think
there?
per se, but I know what section of my movies are watching and skipping through and
Right.
stopping at.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So they'll get the juice or the meat off the bone, basically, of
Right.
what I have to say, and then they'll stop my movie.
So when you put content out there, do you have any type of is there a motive behind it? Like, are you, every time that you're putting something up, are you looking to add value, or?
I think there's too much information out there, and the important information gets lost with all the fluff.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Tell me more.
So when you're watching the news, they're gonna give you,
Nice. What would you, how would you inspire aspiring realtors? What would you, going back to when you were
go. I'm still a young pup, man. Go out and just be you. Be honest. My personal thing is, put your foot in your client's shoe. I don't know if that makes sense.
Sure it is.
Especially if it's a first-time buyer. A lot of my clients are first-time buyers. So when I have a first-time buyer, if they're hesitant, they're nervous, if I don't, how can I say this? I don't push them into something that they're not 100% certain about.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. This was 4 or 5 months ago. I had a client who was purchasing a townhouse. Thought about doing a cash offer. I ill-advised it. I said, don't do it. There's always that what if.
Okay.
Personal things can come up, bank can back out. A lot of different scenarios can play out.
Sure.
He wrote the offer. We got accepted. There were subjects in place. And we found some stuff that was wrong. I told him what was wrong.
Okay.
And I knew when I would tell him this information, he would ask me, what would you do?
Okay.
And I thought to myself, well, I'm gonna make about $8,000 in commission. Do I sacrifice my commission and get this guy or do I take my commission, get this guy in the house? Or do I sacrifice my commission now and work a little bit more and find him another place? Well, I thought of him. I didn't think about my money. I didn't think about the commission that I was gonna make. We backed out of that deal. So that's what I'm saying is I wouldn't push anybody just to make a few dollars.
So when you sacrifice a commission, like in that circumstance, what do you gain?
A lasting relationship, I hope.
Nice.
For me, it's not about the monetary value that I've gained now. It's about the lasting relationship that I gained from that trust that I've made with that individual.
Right.
Because if I burn them today, they'll go and tell 20 other people that I burned them.
Sure.
If I save them from a potential disaster,
Yep.
then they'll go and tell 100 other people that, hey, this guy is upfront, he'll tell you how it is,
Yep.
he'll tell you whether to do it or not to do it.
So Shawn, yeah, we were talking about what it is that you gain by maybe sacrificing in this moment and sort of, leaving dollars and cents on the table when it comes to one particular deal one transaction or even two transactions. And then we talked about what it is that you gain from that. And one of the things that you said is, or like the central idea, as I understood it, was that you gained. Sure, Ferrari. Was it Lambo?
Lambo, it was Lambo.
That you gain trust, and that's important to you in building your brand and establishing yourself as a trusted realtor. If you left people, the interactions that you leave with people, so transactions that are interactions that are either closed deals or deals that don't get completed, but you had an opportunity to work with somebody, what would you want every single one of those customers to see you as? What is it? What impression do you want to leave on them as to what it is to do business with Shawn Bhatt?
Loyalty, trust, honesty. Those are the prime three things that I do any business with. Growing up, coming from a business family, a family that had its various own businesses, my grandfather, the first thing he said to me when I got into business was, make sure that you're honest, people can trust you, don't lie. Even if it's not in your favor, tell them the truth. Tell them, even if it's gonna hurt your business, still tell them, because at the end of the day, they'll come back to do more work with you. So that's what I wanted. That's my goal, that's my aim. That's what I want to do.